You've got questions? She's got answers. It's Ask Nurse Lisa.
Hey everybody, Nurse Lisa here, and you're watching another edition of Ask Nurse Lisa. It's been a great summer. We've been on a summer hiatus, meeting new people, going new places. So I'm energized and I'm back in action, ready to take your questions and comments. So let's get right to our viewer comment question of the week. You know him as the CanadianStudMuffin, also known as Mr. Larry Graves. Take it away, Larry.
Hi there, it's Larry Graves, the CanadianStudMuffin, and believe it or not, I have a serious, not really a question, but I just want to tell you about what I've experienced in my life, and then I'm very interested in your answers. I've had panic attacks, or at least I think they're panic attacks. I'm not sure. Maybe there's another word for it. Because when I look up panic attacks, it's not necessarily what I go through. So I'll try and describe this to you as best as I can. I'll try and keep this short as possible. But the first time it happened was when I was at work about 20 years ago, and I was working around a lot of chemicals. So I'm kind of wondering if that had anything to do with it. But anyway, I was at work and all of a sudden I got this thought in my head, and it kind of freaked me out, whatever the thought was. And it really scared me, whatever the thought was. And you know, my face, I would feel my face going all white. And the first time this happened, I ended up going home. I left work early. I went to bed during the day, and I laid in bed. I slept for probably 6 hours or so. I woke up and I was fine. And I don't remember what the thing is I was thinking about, but just at that particular time, it was scary and it was freaking me out. And so that happened maybe once or twice more. And then I didn't have it for quite a few years. And then I would occasionally have it happen. And then in this past year, around February or so, I had it really bad for I'd say a week or two. And sometimes a few times in a day. Now the good thing about this is it would only happen for like a minute, my panic attack or whatever it is. And it's like your mind is just freaking out. You're going crazy, I guess. Imagine me going crazy. But I would get a thought in my head, and I'd really zoom in on that thought, zero in on that thought, and it would freak me out like, okay, is this real or is it not real? And then before the minute's up, it would be gone, and I wouldn't even remember what I was thinking about. But at that particular time, it's very scary when you're experiencing it. And I've read up some things, and I'm not sure if what I'm having is a panic attack, but I've read up about, maybe too much caffeine. So I cut out caffeine for a while, and I don't think that was the answer. And then vitamins, B6. And I have gone to my family doctor about this. I went to him probably 5-6 years ago, and I don't think he completely understood what I was trying to tell him, because it's really hard to explain to somebody the experience you're going through. But I'm just curious about your feelings about this, and if it's actually a panic attack or not. Because my heart doesn't race or anything. I've read about panic attacks. It's just like you're frozen for that minute, and just freaking out in your mind. So thank you very much.
Larry, I want to thank you for your valuable contribution to this show. I was really excited to have you on, and I knew that you'd bring a topic that was timely and affects a lot of people. So I appreciate that. If you're checked out by a doctor of internal medicine and they have decided to diagnose you with a panic disorder or panic attacks, then let's talk ways that we can help you out with this. There are, of course, standard medication therapies which might be tried by your psychiatrist. And of course, there's individual and group therapy sessions where you learn to deal with stress and the stress response. It's very important that you also try other therapies such as relaxation, progressive relaxation therapies, yoga, meditation, and things like that to get your body used to being in a state where you have less stress, because your body learns these things. So that's very, very important that no matter what your doctor prescribes, that you get involved in those kind of therapies. It would be nice to find out if something triggered those attacks. So I will always tell you to be completely upfront and thorough in giving your doctors information which could possibly help them unlock this puzzle. My other recommendation is if they do start you on a medication therapy, that you learn very thoroughly about those medications that you will be given. It is my recommendation to do that with any medication that you're prescribed or any medication that you take over the counter for any reason, because any medication can have side effects or adverse reactions. So there is hope for people who do suffer with panic attacks, and it's very important that you address the issue before it becomes a panic disorder where you're actually more concerned about getting a panic attack than what actually caused the panic attack in the first place. I hope I've answered your question. Do you have a question you would like to send me? Send it to AskNurseLisa@yahoo.com. That's AskNurseLisa@yahoo.com, and we'll try to help. And of course, until next week, stay happy, stay healthy.